Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cozy Chair. I'm so glad that you are all here for some Christmas fun. I love Christmas stories, and I can't wait to read this very special one today. But before I read it, I want to tell you about someone really special that I'm reading this book for today. I want all of you to say hello to Ronnie. Hi, Ronnie. Oh, isn't she beautiful? And that is her awesome dog, Mowgli. Well, Ronnie, I am so glad that I get to read this book for you today because it's your favorite and it's one of my favorites, and we can enjoy this book together. So, this is called The Night Before Christmas. And this poem was written a long time ago by Clement C. Moore. And this edition is illustrated by Scott Gustafson. And of all of the books about The Night Before Christmas, this one is my favorite because I love the illustrations by Scott Gustafson. So, Ronnie, I hope you enjoy this book. And the rest of you, I hope you love it too, and you can turn it on Christmas Eve right before you go to bed. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below, when what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Look at that! Do you see the reindeer and the sleigh up by the moon? What would you do if you saw that on Christmas Eve? With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. There he goes. He's coming right down to the rooftop. And then, in the twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung over his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Oh my, do you see the man right here? He's creeping down the stairs, and he's peeking at Saint Nick. Now don't you peek for Saint Nick this Christmas. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. Look at that! He's pulling all those wonderful toys from his bag. You can see the nutcracker and the horse and the big ark right there, the boat and the dolls and the train. What fun! A wink of his eye and the twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, and turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, he gave a nod and up the chimney he rose. Whoosh, there he goes. Can you believe that? He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Doesn't he look like the jolliest Santa of all? Oh, I just love that Santa. Well, I love that story, and I hope that you did too. And I hope that the night before Christmas, you stay snug in your beds. Because if Santa sees you, he may not leave any gifts under the tree. So don't you go snooping. But before I go, I just have to tell you about the next book, because I can only read one more book before Christmas. That's all I have time for. And so I thought, and the only book I just have to read before Christmas is The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I want you to come right back, because the next book I'm going to read to you is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So thanks for coming, and I hope you'll come back soon. Bye-bye.